Dear students, in this lecture, I'll be discussing cyclic codes. Cyclic codes are of two types. One is a systematic cyclic code and the other one is a non-systematic cyclic code. In the previous lecture, we have discussed the definitions of cyclic codes. We understood what is a systematic cyclic code, what is non-systematic cyclic code, it is advantages and applications. In today's lecture, I'll be talking more on the generation of the cyclic codes. Okay, so first let us take systematic cyclic code generation. So in order to generate the systematic cyclic code, we need to have two equations. The first equation is C of x is equal to R of x comma D of x, and R of x is equal to x to the power n minus k D of x divided by G of x. Here C of x is a code word, D of x is a message, R of x is a redundant bits, G of x is a generator, and n is a code word length, k is a message length. Okay. For example, if I'm taking a 7,4 systematic cyclic code generator, so here the message is given and the generator is given. Okay, message is 1011 and the generator is 1101. The first step in generating the systematic cyclic code is that we have to express this given message and the generator into a polynomial. So now d of x, I'm expressing it as a polynomial. How I'm doing it? Let us just look into this. This 1 I'm just writing as it is here, and this 0 I'm multiplying with an x, this 1 I'm multiplying with a x square, and this 1 I'm multiplying with a x cube. So thereby I'm getting the polynomial as x cube plus x square plus 1. Similarly, for the g of x, I can have here this 1 I have written as it is, plus this 1 I have multiplied with x, then 0 with a x square, right, and then this 1 with a x cube. So thereby we will get x cube plus x plus 1. Now finally I got d of x and g of x polynomials. So these are the g of x and d of x polynomials. Now in order to find out this r of x, we have a numerator x to the power n minus k into d of x. First let us find out what is this x to the power n minus k. So in order to find this x to the power n minus k, we should extract the value of n and k from the given problem. So here this is always n comma k. All cyclic codes are expressed as n comma k cyclic codes. So here the value of n is 7 and value of k is 4. So substituting that, I can get x to the power n minus k is equal to x cube. Then multiplying that x cube to the d of x, I'm getting x to the power 6 plus x to the power 5 plus x to the power 3. So this is x to the power n minus k into d of x. The next thing is we have to find out the r of x by dividing x to the power n minus k d of x with g of x. Okay, so let us see that how we can do that. Here x to the power n minus k into d of x is given as x to the power 6 plus x to the power 5 plus x to the power 3. So that I'll write here, x to the power 6 plus x to the power 5 plus x to the power 3. Then the g of x I have written here. Okay, now let us start the division. So here remember we are doing modulo 2 arithmetic. So when we add numbers, if the result is 2, then we will make it as a 0. Okay, that is the modulo arithmetic. So now let us do the division. So here the highest power what I am having is x to the power 6 here. So this is x to the power 3. So in order to make this x to the power 6, I have to multiply here x to the power 3. So now this is going to be x to the power 6 plus x cube into x cube, that is x to the power 6, plus this x into x cube, that is x to the power 4, plus this 1 into x cube, that is x cube. Okay, so now let us do the addition here. When I do this addition, what I'm going to get, x to the power 6 plus x to the power 6, that is a 2x to the power 6, so we will not write, it will be cancelled. Then I have x to the power 5 here, only one x to the power 5 is there, I'll just write down x to the power 5, plus there is 1 x to the power 4, and there are 2 x cube, so I will not consider this x cube, I'll just ignore it. Now as a next step, what I do, again we have to go for the division, this one. So now here x to the power 3, but here it is x to the power 5. So now in order to get this x to the power 5, I have to multiply here by x square. So x cube into x square, that is x to the power 5, I'll get here x to the power 5 plus x into x square, that is x into x square is x cube plus 1 into x square, that is x square. Now let us perform the addition again. So here x power 5 will get cancelled, so only one x to the power 4 is there, so I can write down that x to the power 4 plus only 1 x to the power 3 is there, I can write down, plus 1 x square is there. I'll write down all the three here, right? So next what we have to do, again here x to the power 4 is there, here x to the power 3 is there. I have to multiply this equation with an x. So I'll get here x cube into x, that is x to the power 4 plus x into x, that is x square, plus 1 into x, that is x. Now again we will do the addition here. So x to the power 4 plus x to the power 4 will get cancelled, and then x square and x square will get cancelled. The left out is x cube plus x. I can write down x cube plus x. Now here there is an x cube and there is an x cube. If I multiply by 1, so I'll get that equation. So x cube into 1, that is x cube, plus x into 1, that is x, plus 1 into 1, that is 1. So now if I just take x cube and x cube, it will be 0. X plus x, that is again 2, it is going to be 0. The left out is 1. So I can write this as my r of x. Okay, so r of x is equal to 1. But we have to express this as a 3 bits. Why we have to express this as a 3 bit? Because we have a n comma k, that is 7 comma 4 code we are generating. So the number of redundant bits can be calculated as n minus k. So here n minus k is equal to 7 minus 4, which is equal to 3 bit. So it's a 3 bit redundancy we have to write. That is the reason what I do, I will write this r of x as 1 0 0. I'll just write it as a 1 0 0. Better I'll write it here. So r of x is equal to 1 followed by 2 zeros, because we have to express this as a 3 bit. Okay, so what does it mean? So if I expand it, I'll get it as 1 plus 0 into x plus 0 into x square. So this is how actually we will get the polynomial for this. So now we got the r of x. The r of x value is 100, and we know what is the d of x that is given in the problem. If I concatenate these two things, I will get my code vector c of x. You see here, c of x is equal to r of x concatenated with d of x. So I'll concatenate these two terms. I'll get a 100 1011. So this is the final systematic cyclic code. So here the first 3 bits is a redundant bits, and then the next 4 bits will be the message bits. We can clearly distinguish this code. When I say 7 comma 4 code, we can clearly distinguish which is the redundant part and which is the data part. So that is the reason we call it as a systematic cyclic code. Okay, so next we will look into non-systematic cyclic code. It's a very simple code. Here equation that what we follow is c of x is equal to d of x into g of x. Okay, so where c of x is a code word, d of x is a message, and g of x is a generator. So the same example I have taken here for generating non-systematic cyclic code. So first step, as we have done in the previous case, express this d of x and g of x as a polynomial. So we have already done, it is x cube plus x square plus 1, and this is x cube plus x plus 1, the same thing that I have copied from the previous slides. So then we have to find out what is c of x. For that we have to multiply this d of x and g of x polynomials. So here I have the d of x polynomial, here I have the g of x polynomial. Let us multiply this. So when I do the multiplication here, I can get, first I'll multiply this with the entire equation. I'll get x to the power 3 into x to the power 3, that is x to the power 6, plus x to the power 3 into x. So that will give me x to the power 4, x to the power 4, plus this x cube into 1, that is x cube. Okay, so now I will do the multiplication with the second term, so that is x square. So when I do that, I can write here plus x square into x cube, that is x to the power 5, plus x square into x, that is x cube, plus x square into 1, that is x square. Then I can have, let me just write this. Then I can have the next terms, that is I'll be multiplying this 1 with this entire equation. So thereby I'll get plus 1 into x cube, it is x cube, plus 1 into x, it is x, plus 1 into 1, it is 1. So this is the c of x equation. Now let us see the terms and find out the final equation. Here, how many x to the power 6 are there? There is only one x to the power 6. I will write as it is, plus how many x to the power 5s are there? There is only one x to the power 5. I will write that x to the power 5, plus how many x to the power 4s? It is 1. So I'll write x to the power 4, plus how many x to the power 3s? So there are 3 x to the power 3s. This one, and this one. So since the sum is going to be 3, so 3 minus 2, it is 1. So in a modulo arithmetic, if you are getting more than that, you have to subtract the total count by 2. So then you will, whatever the number that you will get, that you have to write here. So here 3 minus 2 is 1. I'm writing it as 1 x to the power 3 plus how many x squares we have? There is only one x square. I can write that x square, and how many x's are there? So there is only one x. So I'll write it plus how many ones are that x to the power 0. This is 1 into x to the power 0. X to the power 0 is 1. So I can write it as 1 here. So now, if you just see c of x is equal to, I can write here, so the highest power is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 x. So this is x to the power 1. All numbers are there. So I can write it as 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 1. You see here the coefficients of this. If nothing is there, it is 1 x to the power 6. This is 1 x to the power 5, 1 x to the power 4, 1 x cube, 1 x square, 1 x to the power 1, and 1 x to the power 0. So I'm finally getting c of x as all ones here. So now, by looking at this, is it possible for us to identify which is the redundant bit sequence and which is a message sequence? It is not possible because our message is 1011, but after encoding, we are not able to find that 1011 anywhere here. So that clearly tells us it is a non-systematic cyclic code. That is, we cannot distinguish the actual message and the redundancy in this code word which is generated, whereas in the previous case, it is very clear. We can make out this as a redundancy, this is a message. See, redundancy and the message. So this is all about the generation of systematic and non-systematic cyclic codes. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and for more videos on information theory and coding, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.